the struggle. Long time had to hustle. Glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. Hood baby from the struggle. Long time had to hustle. I'm glad we made it through.
Hey, welcome. This is your girl, Laura Cowan, and we're here with another episode of Tea Time with Laura. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm so glad that you're here. We got a great show this evening, and we're going to be talking to my girl, LaTorya, and she's going to be giving us the rundown of what she does, her company, and all about herself and her events coming up. So don't forget to share and like and subscribe to the channel, and also catch Tea Time with Laura every Friday at 7 o'clock. So, hey, my guest, she's on the road, she's moving and shaking, and she's doing her thing. Hey, sis, how you doing tonight?
I am doing well, ma'am. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. I'm so glad you was able to join us. I know you're a busy lady. Just left one meeting and on another meeting, and you just doing it.
I apologize about me being in the car.
That's okay. That's okay. I see you taking care of business, so that's a good thing too. So it's all right. So let me ask you a couple of questions, LaTorya, because I want to let the people know who you are. Give us a little background about yourself and on a little personal stuff. And how did you get into all of this with your business and everything?
Well, for those that do not know me, my name is LaTorya T. Witcher, but everyone in the community calls me Lady T. I am one of the former City of Cleveland mayoral candidates in the 2021 general elections, as well as I am the founder and CFO of the youth and community organization within our City of Cleveland's West Side, Black Women of Excellence, which is a 5-division organization that focuses in on entrepreneurship, youth and community, entertainment, and social media productions and graphics. So Black Women of Excellence has been around since 2012. So we're at least almost in 20 years of business. The business is registered with the Better Business Bureau with a 5-star rating. And it's ran by, myself, of course, and my team, which consists of my head of marketing of Leo Nation, Ms. Luzelle Greyhouse. Also, Mr. Antonio Terry, he is my executive producer. And my executive producer for Fire Studios. And then everybody knows Lit Jaws Woostic, of course, for the Black Talk Table. He is my co-host, as well as my duo partner for our group, Woo Storm.
Yeah, so we know Woosa. Yeah.
So, our mission is to bring our youth, our communities together to have one voice within the issues that affect us daily, whether it be, whatever it is. We deal with so much, Sister Laura, every day. And sometimes, people need someone to talk to, and, or they need that help or that extra push or inspiration. So our organization is designed to help those people to get on that right track and to also be business conscious. If they are rather in entertainment or entrepreneurship or whatever it is, we're there to help them guide them, as well as present our ideas to the community and present our unique talent. So that's just a little bit about Black Women of Excellence and each division.
Black Women's Excellent. I love it. So up underneath it, Black Women's Excellent, you got different other organizations affiliated with it, like T-Town Productions.
Yes, T-Town Productions and Leo Nation 216 is my media and broadcasting firm. And that is where you can see and get, the creations of the Black Talk Table and Lady T Speaks. That podcast is underneath that organization and that company. Then you have BWE Entertainment, and within the entertainment world, it is BWE stands for Black World Entertainment.
Oh.
So that's where, you get, like I said, the collaborations of Woo Storm and, different artists that are underneath BWE Entertainment. And then you have Future Kids, BWE Future Kids, which is owned by my children, Ms. Kendra L. Henderson and Mr. Aaron Hardy Jr., who is currently a senior at the Cleveland School of the Arts and will be graduating in May. So And they actually started that business when they were 10 and 12. And, just trying to, do a candy store. So I always love telling that story because they wanted to sell candy and wanted to have their own little store. And we just took off with it because everybody, all the kids and stuff had a unique talent. And so they always came to my house anyway, Sister Laura. So, gave them something to do and something positive, and that's how Future Kids was created. And then the last one is Entrepreneurs of Tomorrow, where we help local businesses and entrepreneurs learn about the business, the ins and the outs, because I do have an associate's degree and bachelor's in business and applied science from Bryan and Stratton, Cleveland downtown, as well as
Yay.
I hold a digital production degree from Ohio Media School. I just graduated February the 10th of this year. So, my talents, my gifts, I give to our community.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is perfect. I love it. You all into the media world, okay?
Oh yeah.
So what made you take that route? I mean, you could have done anything else. You could have went to retail. You could have did anything. Why the media?
One, I gotta give that information to my great uncle, the late Oscar Womack, because the organization is family based, and he always loved to take pictures, and he took pictures of everything, Sister Laura, every event, and he always wanted to capture memories. So when I created Leo Nation 216 and Tea Time Productions, it was in dedication of him, and every creation from flyers to promos that you see, that was what my uncle really wanted to pass on. So I just wanted to carry that as a legacy for me and my family, as well as for our city of Cleveland's community.
That makes sense. I got it now. It's a great tribute to him. That's awesome. And they also call you Lyrical Storm.
Yes, that is my artist name. She is the alter ego of Lady T, because everyone has an alter.
Yeah.
A side that nobody should see.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, with behind Lyrical's background, is that one day Lady T was just so frustrated, and for the stuff that goes on with the community, to people not doing improper business, and all the stuff that she that I actually do in real life on a daily basis, and it's a lot. And one day she was just sitting in the office. One day she fell asleep, and next thing you know, I needed to be more outspoken, Sister Laura. And so, Lyrical Storm was created. She is a mixture of an X-Men character, Storm. Remember that X-Men character, Storm?
Yes. Yes.
And the Phoenix. So, put those together with some lyrical talent, and you have Lyrical Storm.
Fantastic. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you, sis. You are
Thank you.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love your energy. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to ask you some more questions about your activism now. What makes you really go out there, and you kind of switch the script a little bit, and you go out there and look for missing kids and stuff like that too. You do another turn of events. So we're going to touch on that and all your other stuff you're doing. And don't go nowhere, people. We'll be right back with more of Lady T.
How far will free take you? Learn from experts around the world on AriseMedia360.com. Explore thousands of online courses, educational games for children and adults, and videos, all with lifetime access. Learning finally fits who you are and your culture. Join today to discover your past and future. Produce, play, and prosper. Arise like you always knew you would. AriseMedia360.com. Discover who you are.
Okay, we're back. Second half of Tea Time with Laura, and we're getting the tea from who else? None other than Lady T herself. Welcome back, LaTorya Witcher. and she is telling us about her organization, BWE, Black Women Excellence, and also BWE Black World. I didn't know it. It was two going on. I thought I was researching, but I guess I missed that one totally. That was awesome. So, and I like what you're doing with the youth. You're getting your kids involved also. You know what I'm saying? It's a legacy to leave to them, so they can take it away. Mama's here or not, they can go on with it and keep the legacy alive, you know? So that's awesome. I'm glad you did that because they can reach the youth really 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome sauce. So okay. So now let's talk about your activism work. You know, you switch gears. You go to Black on Black crime meetings and out there with Al Porter and Albert McCoy and talking to you know, marching with women and women rights and everything else. So tell us what made you even go into that genre.
I mean, just the issues in the community and, you know, the things that, you know, you hear every day as a community leader to try to resolve the issues. What most people they know that know me or what may have you, I am not a traditional community activist.
Yeah. Yes.
So, you know, and that's what makes me different. You know, I'm trying to speak for those that are afraid to speak and stand up for what's right and what's not, you know, and holding people accountable for the things that go on within our communities, whether it be our local politicians all the way down to our grassroots leaders. And, you know, I don't consider, I'm from the West Side. I live there and reside there under Councilwoman Jasmine Santana. But, you know, I consider myself as a universal leader because I go into every ward. I go into wards where other community leaders will not cross over. And I preach all the time about crossing over because we deal with the same issues every day. And so my goal and my mission is to bring that voice and bring that unity, you know, because we have those problems. And that's what made me become a community leader. And, you know, I wanted to be the best I could be and carry on those legacies that were left behind by our ancestors.
Oh, that's deep. That makes sense too. And I'm glad you're doing what you're doing because, like I said before, activism is different levels. Everybody treats it and handles it a different way. You know, you know, you give, for example, Yvonne Pointer, she's an activist, but she doesn't come out in the street like you and Kathy Coleman and Dolores Gray and Black on Black crime and everybody else, but she does her activism a different way. And everybody has different levels of how they do it. And I like how you flip yours and included the arts, you know, and included entertainment, including poetry and spoken word and all of that, because it all connects together. It really does.
And I'm even though that you may not see me as a community more outside doing marches, I believe that we can also, as community leaders, you can also solve problems and issues from the inside. So as you know, our brothers and sisters are marching our streets to fight for justice in the streets. We must know that too. We can also be on a platform where we can work to make change from the inside as well. So, you know, that's why I say I'm a little different. I can be outside and inside, you know, working to make change as well.
And that's what activism is all about, fighting for rights, by fighting for people's voice that cannot be heard. You know, I had an interview before with Terrence Spivey, who used to be at Karamu, you know, and I call him an activism person, you know what I mean? Because he's doing his activism, social justice, through the arts and stage play. So, you know, it's just different levels of how we do it. But as long as we do it, I don't care, just as long as we do it.
Right, as long as we can make that change. I understand, Sister Laura.
Make that change. And what's so good about yours is you went into not just the entertainment thing, the activist thing, you kind of flipped it and went around to running for mayor?
Yes, that was really fun too, a great learning experience. I am known in the communities as well to be the first politician in the city of Cleveland's history to merge entertainment and politics on one platform, because that has never been done. And when I ran, I represented hip hop. I represented the music culture and entertainment, as well as, being an activist. So that was like a great honor, even though I didn't make it to actually be on the main platform, just being able to communicate and network with our communities one ward at a time was just a learning experience for me. It was my first time ever running in 2021. And to be honest, I wasn't really planning on running for real. I was I was just sitting at work. Everybody knows I work at Jackson Hewitt during the tax season, 57th in Detroit. And I was just sitting there, and sometimes, God will put a message on you, or God will whisper in your ear one day when you by yourself. And I was already in 2 council candidates as well. So that was another breaking history in Cleveland. A mayoral candidate managing 2 council candidates from 2 different wards. So that was never done either.
Yeah.
But when God says do something, you gotta move, Sister Laura. So that's what I did. And I said, hey, I called my family up at work and said, you know what, I'm gonna run for mayor. And everybody was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I think I'm about to go run for mayor. And I went to the Board of Elections, and I got my packet, and they told me what I needed to do. And then next thing you know, had one voice was actually formed, and that was my campaign for 2021. And so it was a great experience to do for the first time.
Oh my God, Mayor LaTorya Witcher. I got a nice little ring.
That sounds pretty nice. That sounds pretty nice.
That's all right. And don't give up, because hey, you can do it again, And
to be honest, I'm talking with my team right now, and within the next within the re-election of Mayor Biz, I am deciding to decide if I want to run or not in that election as well. So I just want the audience to know, don't be surprised if they follow me and said, I pop up and say, hey, One Voice is back in the communities again. Let's support, and let's come together. So that is in the making.
And there it is, people. That's her activist portion of it. And that's why she does what she does and did what she did for who? The community, me and you. That's right. Thank you, my sister. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk about all the events that's going on, the past events that you did, the ones you did with the march, the one that's coming up too with the young people, young entrepreneurs, the women. I love it. So we'll be right back. And also share, like, and subscribe to this station, people, to the channel. And we got to hear more of my sister, Lady T. We'll be right back.
Experience the entire journey. Visit King of the Block at the Imagine Everything website. Sign up to access additional featurettes, behind the scenes footage, and experience one-of-a-kind stories.
We're getting ready to punt the ball. Just something weird happened. Before we punted, Mola called a timeout, and this is the first time I've ever seen this. They called the timeout. I guess their father came down. They didn't talk about plays and stuff. They just started praying. It just seemed like after that prayer, things just shifted.
Why would God be against us? What did we do to Jesus? What did we do? What happened?
Listen to the filmmakers as they discuss bringing this 2-decade labor of love to the big screen. Enjoy hours of additional content, all available at your fingertips.
I'll tell you guys a story. I get a call in '67 that the guy identifies himself. Said, would you like to go to Vietnam? I said, not necessarily. There's a war going on there. He said, well, Joe DiMaggio's going. I said, I get to meet him?
Visit kingoftheblock.imagineeverything.com or access it via your mobile phone by using the QR code on the screen.
Okay, we're back again, people. Thank you for staying with us. And we were talking to Lady T and her activism portion of the show, and actually running for mayor. That was so exciting, I tell you, man. I never heard that before, but this is 2023. Anything can go, I think you can run for president. Go ahead, okay? So don't let nothing stop
Our
you.
support. Support is the
Listen,
key.
that's right. That's right, sis. Now we're gonna get into your events that's going on. I know you did one a couple of weeks ago. I went to. I brought Michael Calhoun from the Daz band with me because he wanted to say, "Who, lady, who?" Well, let's go real quick. Cause he had another event he wanted to go to, and then he said, "Well, let's go to this first. I want to see what's going on and make my appearance, say hi to her, and then see what's happening." I said, "Let's go," because she's at JFK doing it. So tell us about that event.
That event, it was the kickoff event to our the Black BWE Future Kids Community Project Black History 365, which we call it in short BH 365, which is a 5-month program where we go into each community and put on productions to honor our leaders and our legends within our city of Cleveland's history, whether it be past, present, or even sometimes our future. So I started this last year in Ward 1, honoring the late Ken Ferguson, the late Rob Rose, the late Melvin Milligran, the late Adriana DeFries, and and I also honored City of Cleveland's Ward 1 Councilman Joe Jones last year. And Councilman Jones was just so amazed by what we put together and, what we did as a team, and how organized it was. When I asked him, last year, could I come back this year? It was like an easy yes. He was really on board. And this year we honored the late great Silver B, the late great Lynn Tolliver, the late great Mama Dot, which is Miss Doris Pearson, Miss Pamela House, who is the mother of Lazy and Fleshbone of Bone Thugs and Harmony, as well as one of our organization's artists, Miss Kelly Prosthetic Franklin. So, for their life tributes, in politics, in our community, in media, and in entertainment, we felt that these people should be honored and recognized for their contribution, and their history, because they fought, hard to make change. I know Silver B, he is an ultimate philanthropist and humanitarian. So, when everybody just wanted to come together and support that cause, and I just was greatly appreciative of the communities of Ward 1 and of the families of the inductees, and every nominee and every inductee that is presented within BH 365 hangs in the picture hangs in the museum of BWE headquarters on Cleveland's west side. So whenever guests want to come or come in the studio or what may have you and network with us, they can actually see the story of how BWE began, as well as pictures of everyone we have met over the years. Yeah. And that's kind of like goes towards the legacy of Cleveland and to my family as well, because it does tell the story of my family too in the background. So each month we go and celebrate these leaders and legends. So, like I said, Silver B and Lynn Tolliver, that was in February. This month, since we are still in Women Empowerment Month, I thought that it would be fitting to celebrate the women of empowerment by visiting Ward 7. And so in Ward 7, as everyone knows, former city Cleveland Councilwoman of Ward 7, Fannie Mae Lewis, was a very, very big influence within that community. And she's one of my idols, actually. So researching her was, amazing to learn about everything that she did, what she stood for. She didn't take any mess from any politician, and that's just one of the qualities that I have as well when it comes down to change within our community. We have another community activist, Ms. Dr. Pamela Tyree, who has a wonderful organization. I consider her as a silent activist, but she's been around helping women for almost 20 years. And so we felt that she should be honored, as well as we have Yvonne Jeffries Newton, who is the director marketer for DC and Company in Elyria, Ohio. So, for her contribution in Elyria, everybody knows who DC and Company is, and she is the essential key to keeping DC and Company going. So, she does a remarkable job out in Elyria. pumping the business out, being a part. I personally was able to come out to Elyria and do a show with Mr. DC, and they just, we just clicked and vibed from there. And I just felt like Miss Jeffries deserved, to be honored for media.
Yeah.
This program is also to honor, to pay legacy and celebrate life of the late great Hattie Mama Porter, who everyone knows that Mama Porter is the mother of our great leader of Black on Black crime and Voice It Radio, and Al does everything, I must say. But of Al Porter, and I encourage all women to come out, because this is not a show. This is actually a conference for all women to come out, unite, share, and love one another and support one another within the women empowerment movement. This will also be the first taping of Lady T Speaks live. Mm-hmm. So everyone in the audience will be a participant of Lady T Speaks. We have on the roster for the show to pay tribute to our leaders and legends, Major Task of Proprietor ENT. He will be performing. He performed in the last show as well to honor late Silver B and Lynn Tolliver. We also have Dantes Taylor. He will be doing a song selection. We have Jeff Mixon, Mr. Mixon of Ward 7. He will be saying a few words and possibly performing. And Mama Porter just loves Woo Storm so much. It would only be right that Lyrical hits the stage as well. So Lyrical will be in the building to pay tribute as well. That event is next Saturday at the African Art Museum. So big shout out, gratefully to Miss Frances Caldwell and the board members of the African Art Museum for allowing us to come, as well as Thurgood Marshall Recreation Center. They have also supported us. And that is where we'll be hosting the balloon release for Ms. Lewis and Mama Porter after the show. Asking everyone to come on out and stand in front of the banner that will be presented for the show as we say a prayer of protection from our ancestors as we, continue on throughout the year, and, just thanking, them for their service with the balloon release. So that is Saturday, March the 24th, from 4 to 8. Doors open at 3:45. I have tickets. Al has tickets to the show. 1008 Vision has tickets to the show. Major Taps has tickets to the show, as well as Black Women's Army has tickets. General admission is $10. VIP is $20, and food will be catered by Miss T's Taste of Soul for our VIP members. So and cast. So that's the project for March, and then leading into April, we will be focusing with our youth, with our program Youthology on Cleveland's West Side. So that'll be after Women Speaks. We will be back on the West Side to celebrate Youthology with our communities on the West Side. And hopefully we can network and partner with Michael J. Zone again, because I worked with them last year and they just enjoyed what we did too. So hopefully we can, with cross fingers, we can get Michael J. Zone again and have our communities East and West come together.
Wow, that is fantastic stuff. Awesome sauce. Man, I want my VIP ticket, okay? So I got to get that. I definitely will
send it to you.
Please, I got to. I want VIP, not the regular. I want VIP.
I definitely will send your pass, Sister Laura.
And I want to get a chance to meet Lyrical, because I haven't met her yet.
Okay, most definitely.
That's
next time you have her on, next time I will let her know to come on the show.
Oh, yes. And also we got to touch bases on the march, the Women's March for Women's Day. You spoke at that march.
Yes, I did. That was a surprise. So I thank the women of the community, for allowing me to speak. I would never imagine a person, just little old me being able to stand on the steps of City Hall and, speak to our women. So, big shout out to Kathy Ray Coleman, and the Imperial Women's Coalition for allowing me to speak on the steps of City Hall. I mean, that was just like a amazing, event, because that has never happened to me. So I mean, I'm just very grateful and very humble for the opportunities and the doors that are open for me and my team. Because when I win, we all win, and that's just how I feel about everything.
That's right. It's a win-win situation. Exactly. When you win, everyone wins. Yes. I love that. And that's how we're going to close it out on an encouraging note. What do you have to say to our people out there on an encouraging note to our audience?
Well, to the audience, I would like to say, number one, always keep the gods first in every journey that you endeavor into. Always remember that you are always #GetHeard, and always remember that without encouragement from others and support, you can't do anything. So just stay encouraged, stay empowered, and always remember to #GetHeard.
That's right. Okay. And that is it for our show tonight, people. That was with Lady T. She laid it out. Lyrical Storm, her alter ego. You heard it all. Everything was everybody in one room tonight. That is fantastic. She gave us her activism, her background and her company, everything, her events coming, her events in the past. I'm so glad that you came on the show. Thank you so much, my sister.
I thank you, Sister Laura. Thank you so much.
And I appreciate my plaque of appreciation too. I still got that and my flowers on my desk, okay?
Thank you.
We're going to wrap it up, people. Thank you for sharing and coming on tonight. I hope you share and like this broadcast. And also in the description below, please click on the links that's down there that talks about our documentary that's coming up, B, A Raised Fist Mixtape, Volume 1. And also the other link, if you click on it, is our merchandise page. Yes, we have B merchandise. We have t-shirts, hats, gloves, cups, you name it, backpacks. Purchase and support the documentary. We would appreciate that so much. Lady T, hats off to you. Thank you so much. And I'll be seeing you soon in the neighborhood.
Definitely.
Good night.